I am Bane, and I'm on an adventure. Oh man, it is the end of March. I think the 28th. I don't know. I am on the Muskingum Recreation Trail, which is a rail trail flowing out of Dresden, Ohio. This trail heads south towards Zanesville, Ohio. I am east of Columbus, on the east side of Ohio. It's supposed to be dry weather today and sunny, but it is cold. It's in the low 30s. And we're out on an adventure. I read that the trail is 6 miles long, but it also says there's a section that goes past whatever the end point is it's referring to. And this morning I actually camped south of the trail here, further south than the trail was supposed to extend to, and I actually crossed the trail on the way here. So I don't know how long it is. I guess that's a new game, is count how many times I say I don't know. So this is a weekend trip. I drove up. I live in Lawrence County, Ohio. Lawrence County is the southernmost county in Ohio. It's about 3 hours or so for me to get up here. So I drove up. I'm basically camping this weekend in whatever place I find. And I'm gonna do some biking around. Today I'm gonna try something new. Kinda new. My intention is to bike the trail out and back. And then when I get back, I'm gonna bike into Dresden. So the trail's supposed to go into town to the boat dock area of town, but it's actually flooded and I couldn't get to it. Oh, neat. Now this would have been some railroad infrastructure right here. I don't know how well you can see it, but trains would have went up underneath of that and been filled up with whatever is up there. Kind of weedy over there and it's quite wet, so I'm not going to walk over there. Anyways, when I'm done with the trail, we're going to bike through town, through Dresden. We're going to check out the town of Dresden. I was able to find Dresden is one of the towns that the Ohio Erie Canal flowed through. And they had a connection for the canal to the Muskingum River in town. And they've got a system of 3 locks in the town of Dresden. I checked that out already. I'll post up my footage, obviously. Probably seeing it now. I was a little surprised that they don't have any history, no plaques or anything of the locks. The locks are in pretty good shape. Currently, the bottom lock is flooded, but they're in good shape. And I think there's a lot of historic significance to the locks. Anyways, got a lot of blabbing going on already. This part of Ohio is quite pretty. Another thing Dresden, Ohio is known for is the Longaberger Basket Company. It was started in Dresden. And in Dresden is the world's largest Longaberger basket. So look forward to that, folks. Look forward to that. I believe we got an active train over here to the right. Or rail line, I should say. I don't know what the river looks like normally. It is currently higher than normal. So currently rolling along the Muskingum River with the river to our left and a rail line to our right. Heading down towards the dam and locks on the Muskingum River, lock number 11. Now, I actually camped there last night. And the trail doesn't run right past it, but up the road from it. I'll be doing, I guess, what I call the road trip portion of my trip, and you can see the locks on it. Yeah, this is rooted up pretty bad. I don't know if you can tell, to the right over here, there's kind of a bank. I'm not sure what that's from. I wonder if this is part of the no, wouldn't be part of the canal. Nope. If it was part of the canal, it would have kept going, probably. Here's a nice lookout. Nice deck. No tables or anything, but it's a nice deck. Probably some wildlife viewing over here. Some critters. Check out the hornet's nest. I'd like to add that to my collection. Well, according to the website online, that's the actual Muskingum Recreation Trail website. The trail's supposed to stop back there at that road, but this section is paved and it's not new. In fact, this doesn't look any newer than what I just got off of, and it's also rutted up the same as the rest of it. So I have no idea how far the trail goes. It might go all the way to Zanesville. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know how far north I am of Zanesville currently. I really didn't think the trail came this far, so I didn't look into it any more than I did. Oh man, we're going to cross the river. It's a trestle bridge going across the bridge, or the Muskingum River. Sweet. I did not know about this. Now, I'm actually down below the dam and the locks where I camped last night. So I saw the bridge last night, but I did not know that the trail came this far down and went across it. Oh, I think that's the end of it. It's gated off. Let's have a look-see. Not sure why it's gated off. This is paved. So this isn't like a section of trail that they just haven't got to yet. I don't know if I want to ride down into this. Anybody that's watched my stuff at any amount of time realizes I don't care about that gate. But this is rideable. I mean, this is paved. It's been paved and left alone. Massive bumps. It's really awkward because the website says that it stops at the road back there, and nothing mentions this, but this is a paved section of trail, or it was at one time. So it's not like this is new and the website's just not being updated. This is old and the website doesn't mention it at all. Oh man, I kind of want to keep going. I don't know how far it goes. It's rooted up pretty bad. There's some, just this small distance I've gone, there's some massive roots here. I'd hate to hit one of these roots buried in the leaves and debris. This is old. I'm not sure why it's not listed, but this has been here for some time. In fact, I would imagine this section of trail is older than what I just got off from. I mean, it has to be. The pavement here is completely covered in debris. So, assuming you can see this, I'm walking on a bare section of asphalt, and the rest of it's just covered in debris. And here's the bridge and the gate. Locking Dam's right over there. Well, I checked Google Maps. Google Maps shows about 4.5 or 5 miles in between this area and the top of the Zanesville Landing Trail. I'm pretty sure that you could connect the two trails. I don't know that to be a fact, but you could go across this bridge and hit the road and connect the trails if you needed to. I'm going to try to get to Zanesville on this trip, and then I'll go north on the Zanesville landing trail and see how far we can get on it. Maybe we can connect the two trails. I think the two trails are connected, or it was at one time. I'm blabbing. All right, next stop, I'm going to get back up to Dresden, and we're going to poke around Dresden and have a look at that. Yeah, follow along, like and subscribe. On we go. Well, that is it for the Muskingum Recreation Trail. I might be saying Muskingum wrong. The Muskingum River. So, changing this up a little bit, we're going to roll into Dresden, which is where the trail starts. We're going to bike down Main Street and look around. I guess as I've sorted things out with myself, the reason I'm out and about is changing, and my interests are changing. And I realize that I drive through a lot of these towns and I don't really pay attention to them. So we're changing it up. We're going to add it to the agenda here. Now the trail actually runs through town down to the boat docks, but it's flooded and I couldn't get to the other end. So I'm kind of on it now. And it cuts over to the right and over a little hill and then floods out. Look, they got a lending library. The trail cuts to the right over here. The trail is officially gone for us. We're just gonna roll up Main Street. Now, Dresden was founded in 1817 and grew as a 19th century trading hub due to the side cut off of the Ohio and Erie Canal to the Muskingum River here. Later, it became known for the Longaberger basket company. Now here is their train depot. Boop, boop. Let's check out the train depot, folks. Pretty neat depot. Not sure what they're doing with it at this point, but it could use some refurbishing. It is unique and worth holding on to. It looks like they was using this as a church. I'm not sure. I don't know that they still are, but it looks like they were. Rolling along. I like the street signs they have here. Got these concrete pillars. I think this is Main Street. It might be up another block. Apparently this is part of Ohio Bike Route 50. I've been getting the itch for some legit bike touring. So maybe we'll hit Ohio Route 50 at some point. I got some ideas. That's a neat building. General Store Longaberger. 1896. I got a bicycle. The largest basket in the world around here somewhere. S'more Christmas. Baskets and more. That place is, there's the giant basket. World's largest basket, folks. Longaberger. Well, the sun's in the wrong spot, but there's the basket. Huge, they say. Largest in the world. So the Ohio and Erie Canal connected to the Muskingum River here. At first I thought it was a feeder river. Like I thought they used the river to get water for the canal, and maybe they did. But apparently it connected the boats as well. World's largest basket again. Quiet little town, not a lot of traffic. Let's hit the other street. See what's on the other street. See some churches and stuff over there that look like they might be interesting. Now this, I believe, is the original Longaberger workshop, and they're currently in the process of moving it. Now, I don't see any signage that says, I don't know if they're moving it to this location or from this location, but they're taking donations to move it. Now this is one street over from Main Street. Oh, sweet. Probably the courthouse, maybe? Union Square. The Union School, 1876. That's quite the school building. Couple of churches. You can see the church steeples from the other road there. I might have went right past this. Again, that's the church over there, or the school, 1876. Not sure what this is or was, other than old. I feel like should be some kind of signage or something. There's a lot of cars over here, so I assume this is still being used. It says Union Square, but that's a newer sign for sure. The steeple, if that's what that's called on top, certainly needs some work. Dresden, Ohio. Originally developed because of the Ohio Erie Canal. Now known, I suppose, as the original place for the Longaberger basket. Go check out this bridge. Probably call it a day. Back to Main Street. Country rich, rich country. Another church, it looks like, over here. This is the next street over from Main Street on the other side. Working our way over to the suspension bridge, I hope. What we got here? 1836, rebuilt in 1879. And this street rolls right along the railroad track here. Some older houses in the area. I'm not 100% sure where the bridge is at. I might have to pull out my map and look. I also need to plug the camera in. Railroad would have run right through here, and that's the railroad station over there, the depot. Super cool. Well, the bridge is this way heading out of town, which is also where the boat docks is at, which is also the trailhead for the Muskingum Recreation Trail, but it's flooded. Maybe we won't get ran over. Well, they've got it blocked off. Suspension bridge. I think it said 1912. It's early 1900s. We'll roll over to the other side, toss the drone up. That is actually really cool. This is part of Ohio Bike Route 50. Route 666. Think I'd avoid this if I was touring. This is the support back here for these pillars. Not the normal cables you'd see on a suspension bridge nowadays. Again, there's no signage or anything. Like, this should be like a historic thing. There should be signage. Normally, I would say that they should open it up for foot traffic and bike traffic. But to be honest, I'm not sure there's anything on the other side here that's really going to get people going across the bridge. And then, though there's no bike lane, this bridge is not at all busy. I believe that's going to be it for this one, folks. That's Dresden, Ohio, along with the trail. Trail's okay. Certainly not a destination trail. If you're in the area, jump on it. Why not? But I wouldn't go too far to get to it. Now, Dresden might be worth checking out if you are into the history of the Ohio Erie Canal. I feel like the 3 locks here are rare. Pretty good shape. And I guess if you're into a Longaberger basket, this is definitely your place. Anyways, that's it for this one. Stick around. I gotta check the Tom. I think we're gonna head down to Zanesville now and bike the Zanesville path and see if we can't connect it back up here to this path maybe. That might be fun. And then, not sure about my Tom for the day. There's another path called the Black Hen Gorge Trail, I think. That's not too far away that I want to check out. But I don't know if I'll have time today. Anyways, like and subscribe, and until next time, follow along. Oh man, that might be a keepsake. This is quality content. Like and subscribe.
Bane is the most awesome dude ever.